Everyone keeps asking me how big the cargo area is on the 9-foot cargo van from U-Haul, so I'm going to show you today. What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda here. This is the 9-foot cargo van. They actually have a few of these. This is the Ford version. I see that they have the Chevys usually available too. They just kind of give you whatever they get, but these are pretty nice actually. And this is actually the nicest one I've ever had of these. So pretty modern, rear view camera and whatnot. But the 9-foot vans are all generally about the same. I'm not exactly sure what 9 feet covers here, but we might discover that with this little guy. This tape measure. You can pick these up on Amazon. But a lot of people are like, hey, can I fit a queen size mattress in there? Can I fit my piano keyboard? Can I fit my mama? No, you cannot fit your mama. I don't care what sized van you get. She ain't gonna fit. But one of the things that I wanted to do here was just give you some measurements so that if you've got something, your armoire, Kramer, you've been such a good friend of mine, you can go ahead and measure that and compare it to my dimensions here to see if it's going to fit inside. So let me show you what we get. First of all, I'm just going to pop open the back here. These doors swing all the way out. There's a handle right here to open up this one. Okay, so let me give you some top and bottom dimensions here. All right, so the first dimension I want to give you here is from bottom to top to that rubber sealer right there. Looks like I'd probably be at 48.5 inches, probably actually 47.5 to clear these latches right there. So kind of keep that in mind, but actually it goes up to almost 48.5 inches to the top here. But if you can clear these, obviously if you can kind of cant whatever you are putting in here to miss those, then you don't have to worry about those because the ceiling is actually a little bit bigger. But to get through this opening here, you're gonna have to be under 49 inches. All right, let's take a look from the side to side. Now from the base, which is a little bit wider than the top, it kind of slants in as you might expect. We are right at 61.5 inches right there. So call that 61 inches to be able to slide in there. And obviously it can't be a perfect square because the top is just a little bit more cramped. So 61 inches down here widthwise, you will be able to get in. Let's just get the dimensions here between the two wheel wells, because obviously if you're going to sit something flat, you're going to want to fit in between there. But obviously you can angle some things. So I'm going to give you that dimension there in just a second too. All right, to fit completely between the wheel wells, 54.5 inches right there, 54 inches. That's going to be something maybe that you're laying down, wood, plywood, drywall, headboard, something like that. But obviously a lot of us are thinking, well, I don't need it to be perfectly flat or vertical going in. I can angle some stuff. Pete, what would be, say, the dimension from down here to up there, the top of that wood board? What is that dimension so that I know if I can slide something in at an angle? All right, so I've got the tape measure up there. I've got it angled all the way down to here, and I am pulling on it to keep it taut, and it looks like that is 7 feet down to the corner there. So obviously that is just going to be something flat. If it's got a little width or thickness to it like a mattress, it's going to have to be a little shorter than that, obviously, to accommodate kind of the fact that the mattress will be touching up here. So we've got 7 feet diagonal. Now, how about from this cage to the back? Let's take a look at that. All right, so the cage separating the seats from the back so you don't get pelted with something if you do brake hard, which is kind of nice, all the way to here. And that is that 9-foot mark. So when they say a 9-foot van, they are talking about the cargo area. What is interesting here is that the doors probably will be right at that 9-foot mark. Actually, they'll probably close right on that rubber molding there, which will actually give you a little bit more. 9 feet 2 inches, 9 feet 3 inches possibly. So 9 feet deep, 7 feet diagonal here. You've got a little bit of, you've got kind of a squared opening right here. So this thing will carry quite a bit, but not your mama. Hey, if you want to pick up the U-Haul, I'll put a link to it in the description below. Peter Von Panda, out.